Hi, I'm Cheryl Rowling, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Ontario, Canada. Thank you for joining me today. Don't worry about sizes or supplies for this card as they are attached to this video. If you enjoy watching this video, could you please like and share as this helps me grow my channel? And if you could leave a comment, that would be wonderful, as I love to see where you're watching from or what you think of the card. If you aren't already subscribed, please click the subscribe button and hit notifications so you will know when I post a new video. If you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to help you out. My contact information is attached. This is the card we're going to be doing today. This is called a gap card. There's a hole in here. What I did is I cut this an inch shorter, but you could cut it 3/4 of an inch if you want, because it will give it more stability. But I cut out 2 of each and just put 1 on the back, so it's fairly stable. But if you want it a little bit more, just cut off 3/4 of an inch and then add 1/4 of an inch to each of the dimensions that I for down here. But anyways, I took I used Sailing Home, and I used this one and the birds. And then I took Being a Good Dad Starts with Being a Good Man for the inside, and I used Have a Happy Father's Day, but I didn't use Handsome. I just took that off. And then I used, these are called Basic Border dies, and this is the die that I use to make my cloud template. And I have another one that goes in here, and that's the one I used today. If I can find it, I need that. Where did I put it? Yeah, I've got all kinds of stuff around here. And there it is. It's right with that. So what I did is I made it an inch shorter and scored it my normal spot, and then I just put this on here and did it so that it was even. Take these off and I will show you what I mean, that it's even on both sides. So I came to like there, and they're basically the same on both sides. And then I took my white and I put it on top of my blue, and then I made sure that these points were in the same spot to match up with these. And then I marked it, like I put these tapes on it, and then I ran it through my die cutting machine. And I did the same with this one, because I wanted this to be the water and I wanted this to be the clouds, so I did the white up there. And this is just for the inside, and then it looks like there's water behind the sailboats as they're floating across, or gliding across the water. So, and there's the envelope, easy peasy envelope to do, and we will get started. So what I did was I glued these down just to save time on the video, because that doesn't take any, I didn't want to take up the time, because I have to explain what I did here. Now with this boat, I took the light Night of Navy, wrong end, and I colored this all in. And in the other one, I took the light Real Red and colored it in the smaller boat. Just like that. And I took the light Smoky Slate and I just did a little bit of detail on here So it gives it a little bit of depth, and colored a few of these things in where the designer of the stamp helped. And then I took my light Balmy Blue and I colored in the blue water. And you can go outside of this, it's not a problem, because you're going to cut most of it off. And then you cut it out and it's going to look like that. See, I cut around it. And this one is the light real red. And there's my other two to go on back to give it a little bit more stability. So let's, we will do this. And what I did was I took a Post-it note and I put it across here as best I could. And then I took my Momento black and I covered that in. And then I removed my Post-it note, and Handsome is not colored in. I just colored in my nail. And then I put this towards the bottom. I hope my head's not in the way. Just like that. Oh, I did a little bit dark. Oh well. Then I took my blend and I kind of did waves with the way I thought this looked like waves out on the ocean or the lake. So I just kind of use that as a way to do the waves through here. And this light, and it looks quite dark when I'm putting it on, but as you see, it's lightening up a lot. So it just looks like waves in the background. I might have to fix that later. And I put this here. I lined it up so that it was in line, basically, so it would be equal, no problems. And then I took my sailboat. You can use whatever glue. I just found that this was pretty easy just to do small areas. And then I had to put it down. And I hold it here so that it has a chance to adhere. Just like that. Then I did this one, and I did this one with glue dots. Just to be, because it's smaller, and I thought maybe it would be easier for me to just do the glue dot and roll it up. Make a smaller. Okay, glue myself. And then I made sure this was even again. Okay. And then I put it as best I could. This one does not have a lot of place to hold on to. So like a 3/4 of an inch would be easier for you. But then I just took these and I glued them quite well and just put them on. I should have my silicone mat out, it'd be so much easier. And then put this on. And make sure that you can't see it. I cut it a little bit thinner, just like this line is basically all gone and that one's almost gone, so that it's not coming out farther than, so it doesn't show from underneath. Don't want to get glue all over myself, so I have a tendency to do that. Oh, I did that backwards. That's not smart. Okay, here, I can't use that one. I wonder if it'll work. It's just for stability. Yeah, you can't see it. There we go. So then I actually did this before, but you can do it now. Doesn't matter when you do it. Be easier if you do it before. And I just used it Balmy Blue, and I made the clouds. I think I need to re-ink this pad. My, I can't see. That was smart. I love my cloud template. Oh my goodness, I love this thing. And then I just move it over so that the clouds aren't the same, one right under the other. So how's everybody's day going? I think it's a little bit cooler today than it was yesterday. I decided to come down and finally get at doing my cards again. It's been a busy week and a half. Oh my goodness. It's just been crazy here. Kristen's been sick. She's been was in the hospital 3 days last week. And that takes a lot of time. So we were babysitting all day long. She wasn't feeling good, so we were babysitting whenever Tay wasn't here, and basically so that she could start feeling better. And still things aren't resolved, so hopefully soon. She's been feeling kind of really miserable, so yeah. And that makes Dominic a little clingy now because Mommy wasn't here. And isn't that pretty? I love that look. Then I just took this and I put this in here. Now, some of you might not like to do this, so don't. You just measure it up so that it's equal. I think I'm going to cut that back a little bit. Yeah, taking my time. Hold on. Yeah, that's better. So what I did is I glued it in here, and then I took my small sailboat and I kind of lined it up so that I was in here, and then I stamped just like that. And then I measured it out again because I just moved it, and I took my pencil and I kind of did a little mark there, and took my being a good dad starts with being a good man, and I made sure it was up above that, but I don't want to get it too high. There we go. And then I took my eraser and I glued this down. There we go. And see, you don't see anything through that gap. And that's what you do not want to see, any writing or the image or anything like that, because it takes away from that look. Now we take my, envelope. Yes. I have a piece of cardstock in here so that when I use my blends, it won't show. And I'm just taking the small sailboat and I'm putting it there. And then I'm coloring it in with the light real red. Get rid of my mess here. And then I'm taking my light Balmy Blue and I'm doing the same. And when I take this out, see, you can see it, that would have gone onto the back of the envelope. And what you can do is just take your black marker, and because this is a little bit light, and just go along here and darken those lines just a bit so it doesn't look too light. Like that. So what do you think of my gap card? I hope this is something that spurs you to create something. Oh, I didn't do the birds. Hold on, gotta have the birds. Now you can do as many as you want. I dropped mine, so I had to do more than I was planning on. Just make sure they're upright. Yeah, I literally dropped this stamp and it's like, oh my word. So, but I fixed it. You would never know, except I told you. So now, what do you think? Is that something you would like to make, one similar to that? I hope this gives you an idea and you can create something. If there's anything you need, if you would like to buy any of these supplies, my online store is listed in the video, or you can just call me and I place an order every month. Just let me know, and if I can do anything for you, if I could help you in any way, just let me know. If you need a catalog and don't have a demonstrator, I would be glad to send you one. Thanks. Have a wonderful day. Bye now.